liked GTE cars, you could, you know, this sprint series is one that you could do. Hey guys, welcome back to the storage room. I know I said before I wasn't going to do any more streaming today, but I should have streamed the last race I had here. It was an absolute ripper. So I thought, why not just do one more stream for the day and see where we end up. And for those of you wondering who I'm talking to a buddy of mine in Discord. But I've got that audio turned off. It won't come across on the stream. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to like I was saying before, it just comes down to what sort of racing you enjoy. You know, like...
I love it all. It's just all comes back to one thing for me. It's just if the car's not a train wreck.
Yeah, yep.
So, like I've done the Formula 1600 open wheeler as well as the Formula V. You know, I don't mind anything. It's just as long as it's not a train wreck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I really think they would sell a lot more content, maybe not tracks, but they would sell a lot more content on cars if they enabled a much easier way rather than just shut down to test and try cars.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. I think that I honestly, I think that test driving on a track that you own already, any car you want to decide whether you want to buy it is fine, because you're not racing against anyone else.
And I think they could easily set up parameters like 10 laps and then it's locked or something.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can't drive it again unless you buy it. And let's face it, 10 laps, you could pick the longest track on the service, which is the Nordschleife, which will give you, which, let's face it, the Nordschleife is the best track to test any car ever, anywhere. You know, there's a reason why car manufacturers go there and test their new models, their latest models that they're doing, because it's a punishing circuit. But yeah, so we can only hope that one day iRacing pulls their head out of their proverbial backside and actually thinks about it. But yeah, we'll see.
And what's your thoughts on whether iRacing will just stay as iRacing for the next 10 years, or whether they're going to go into a different thing and all the content, all the money that this seems is void?
I think if they did that, they would probably lose. They would probably lose a lot of, at least half of their user base if they did that. Because why would, well, I would just give iRacing the middle finger if they did something like that. I wouldn't tolerate anything like that. To me, that would be just a kick in the teeth to their client base. The only way that they could really go for anything else is for them to port everything over. It would, like, they really need to do I don't know if they need to do anything with the graphics. To be honest, I don't find the graphics that any issue for me. I know a lot of other people are like, oh, the graphics are so shit, but iRacing's all about the way the cars handle on the track. It's not about how pretty it looks. So they talk about graphics updates, but really that just puts more pressure on your system, and we've already got those issues with ACC. You know, even Matt and Dave, Dan, Jardier, all of those guys, they can't run ACC on max settings, and they've got 4090s and the latest gen motherboards and CPUs and freaking, like a 1200 watts of power, and they still can't run ACC on max settings without any issues. So
Yeah.
I don't see the need for iRacing to do anything. Like I found a thing in when I was looking at the graphics settings today. I found a thing for 3D grass and shrubs and stuff.
Yeah, right. Turn that off.
I actually turned it on. I could turn it off. It was new. It was already off, but um, I'd already been having the issues with what I think is race labs causing freezing and stuttering, and I've turned that on, and it hasn't affected the performance at all. Still getting the same um, frame rates and everything.
Yep, yep.
So I just put it on low. I didn't put it on high. I just put it on low, but it just makes the grass look a little bit less like a flat plane.
Yeah, yep.
But little things like that, they're just implementing small things to make the environment look better.
Yeah. Less arcadey, more simulation.
Yeah, more realistic. But I certainly don't have a problem with the graphics. I never have done. Um, I think the graphics are fine. Everything runs smooth. I don't think that we need to be trying to go for like the Unreal Engine or anything like that, like AMS2 and stuff. I see quite a few names on the standings there from the last race I did.
Nice.
So we've got one in here with a 5.2k I rating. So it's going to be another good race.
Is he from Australia at all?
No. Oh, actually, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if he is.
Is he
Thomas.
dead? Oh, okay.
What's his name?
Oh,
Sorry.
the guy I bought my butt kicker from, um, his name's Daniel Balio, and he apparently was like top 7 or 8 in the world, if not higher, in GT3 on iRacing.
Righto.
Anyway, he's got over a 5k
Ah, yeah.
and he was saying like, he worked so hard to get it and everything, and he hates doing these races. He actually stopped racing for a long time because iRating was just getting destroyed for shit that he wasn't doing. And
Yep. Oh, I packed iRacing away for 6 months a few years back. I just
yep,
I was that angry and frustrated with the poor driving standards and the fact that I was because I've been 8 times I've been within 50 I rating of 2k and ended up back at like 12, 13, 1400. Um, and I just got fed up with it, and I turned it off, and that was my PC, and I just never went near it. I didn't even fire the PC up to do like Forza or anything like that. I just completely gave it away for 6 months, and I was like, I'm not having a bar of it. And then one day it got the better of me, and I jumped back on, and I got myself in the week that I had off, I got myself back up to 1800 I rating.
yep,
Um, and it was like night and day to the last time I'd been on there. Everybody was considerate. if they knew that they were slow, they were moving off the racing line and letting each other past. And I remember the guys. I remember someone saying, he says, "I haven't played this in 8 months. Why? Why is it not more like this?" And I jumped on and I said, "Yeah, same here. I haven't been on for 6 months." And I said it's night and day to the last time I was on. So yeah, it just seems to be like that every now and again. The sportsmanship goes to shit, and then months later, it seems to miraculously do a 180, and you don't have any of the wreckers and stuff on there. Because the whole reason I came to iRacing was to get away from the Forza wreckers. The ones that are just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because they punch you, and they weren't there for clean racing. They were there just to win all the time. And I came to iRacing and I was like, why the hell am I paying all of this money for basically the same shit?
Yep, yep.
And I nearly gave it away. And if I'd been more savvy and probably got onto AC a bit more than what I did um, earlier, I might have even given iRacing away. But you never know. I've met a lot of. So, I ran out of time. Shit. Thought I'd crashed. Thought the screen had frozen. Um, Sorry, what were you going to say?
I think, see, with AC, you can still have similar sort of issues, in that it, you've really got to race league races, and even then, that's dependent on the quality of your members. And I did some Wednesday Cup stuff and had issues with some of them. Um, I just think in this, I sort of put it like a shooter. So a good shooter matches your K and D, your kills and deaths.
Yeah.
Um, Now, with this I rating scenario and that, it's got to show the guys that are consistently doing their shit. Like, to give you an idea with what really shits me about it is, like, if you have a look at any of my stats, normally a bad race for me is 6 to 8 incidents, right?
Mm.
And that's a bad race. And I'll tell you right now, at least 4 of them is someone taking me out.
Yeah.
Predominantly, I will have only 4 or 5 incidents, and it's the 4 that someone's taken me out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I know what you mean. I find the same thing. Like, I overdrive the car, and as some would describe it, probably drive outside my skill level at times. But all in all, I'm a clean racer. I don't. The only time I ever hit someone to a point where we both end up back in the pits is if I've been following them, and they've braked way earlier than they should. Like almost like a brake check. That's usually the only time I end up hitting someone to the point where I punt them off, or put us both out of a race. Um, but yeah, there's definitely iRating does not it's not an indicator of skill. Um, it is not an indicator of skill at all.
Look, I'll admit I've caused a couple of accidents, but for the most part, it's actually not really me causing it. If someone makes a mistake and I get a run on them into a corner,
Uh,
I'll have my my nose in front, get the runner on, but they won't relinquish.
Yeah, no, that's it. And that's one of the major issues is the fact that they won't yield even when when they should, they won't yield. What is this guy doing? Righto, here we go. Everybody single file through the Ford chicane. That's good. Here we go. And we're off. Yeah, that's the big thing. They try to outbrake you, and then they just seem to forget about physics. And I've been a victim of so much of that stuff over the years. But then again, in the early days, I was a little bit the same till I got my head around the fact that you just you're going to. It's not like Forza where there's no damage and you just carry on going. There's no way to turn the damage off in this.
Even if there was no damage, so the way I see it, if someone's got me beat in the corner, I made the mistake, I'm only going to be slower by hitting him, spinning us both, and then us taking off again.
Yeah, that's it.
Much better off to take my medicine, get the draft,
Yep.
and hey, if I've lost a position, I can't get it back, but I've still got someone back further that wants to get me that I haven't let them get as close as what they possibly could.
Yep. No, that's it. We got a real cross section of iRating in this one.
Where'd you qualify?
Qualified 7th.
Nice.
I think we had a guy with 0.8 k iRating. Or I might have misread it. It might be that it's 1.8, but I was fairly certain it was 0.8. This Ford GT in front of me is got a slipperier setup than I have. Just whether or not he can hold on to it.
Yep. That's one thing that ACC does real well because they have certain criteria. One of them is safety rating, but then they have other criteria for you to get into service.
Ah, yep. Do they run like a percent? Do they run a stats thing on you? How safe you are? How many incidents you've got and stuff like that?
Yeah, so there's also other things like track medals and bits and pieces. So you've actually got to do sort of the career type stuff to get certain medals and that to actually qualify to get into service.
Ah, yep. Yeah, I'm definitely quicker through the Porsche S's than this guy. But he's just fast enough that he's able to get away from me on the straights. lock that up.
Big pressure on him here, tail, I bet.
Now I'm ahead of him. I'm 2.5 seconds ahead of him now. 3 seconds. He made a mistake coming on to Mulsanne. He's in a battle with another guy behind me now.
Oh, that'll help you get away.
Oh, no, something's happened. He's 10 seconds behind now. There's 2 other guys between him and I. That guy Tim I was telling you about, he's in it. He's manually disconnected, so he had an incident. Two of the guys behind me, were in the last race with me.
Good, because if you have raced with them or near them, you sort of know what you can trust with them.
Yeah, that's it. The guy that's behind me's got a A3.3 license, so he should be safe. 1.8 KI rating. So I'm in 6th place, and iRacing says I should be in 12th. I got the number 12 on my car. So oh god. I've got a bot sent a message to my and put a bot message in my YouTube chat. Yeah. Oh, so I think it's a bot. It looks Spanish. Sorry, we only speak English in here. Yep, definitely a one of those. Listen to this. Hello, Storage Room Racer. What do you... Oh, yeah, you're reading it, yeah. Wow. Wow, that's tight. So I'm pulling away from Junior, but Tim's catching me, which is to be expected. You know, YouTube needs to do a better job of weeding out these bots. Because no human talks like that. Ooh, that was dangerously close to a slowdown. Using all the track. Yeah. Well, it's saying that it's not potential spam.
Oh wow.
So they've gotten smarter at getting through. Tim's going to overtake me. That's all good. We know he's quicker. Just let him go. Ooh, that had to be freaking a flea's dick to a slowdown. You might be 2K, buddy, but I ain't gonna let you get away with it for free. And he is all over the place. Come on, let that be a slowdown. Oh, shit. Take him. He's driving away from me. I've got no show.
No, no, I said I've been taken
Oh,
out.
you've been taken out. Oh, no.
Hit by a dude that jumped the starter, the rolling start, should never have been up there.
Yeah.
I got 4 points down and then I just got taken out.
Ah.
8, and it's not even first lap done. And I'm back in the field.
Yeah. What's his I rating?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how you have all that on.
Oh, no, no, sorry. Yeah, you don't have race labs. You can't. You don't know that until the end. See, Race Labs. What the version of Race Labs I've got is free, and it gives you all that information. Tells you what their license is, what their safety rating is. It tells me how much I rating I'm going to lose or gain,
I saw all that, yeah.
and it's completely that's completely free. I've been running it for 4 or 5 years, ever since I found it. It's certainly not as glitchy today with the update that I did this morning as what it was yesterday. It was so bad I had to turn it off.
Yeah, well, you don't want that, do you?
No, not coming into Indianapolis at 200 kilometers an hour. You don't. So to those of you who have been watching for a fair while now, and have seen the trials and tribulations that I've had, have you spotted anything new? It's a different color now if you want a clue. You'll see it there on the relative. Previously it was green, and now it is blue. I got my A license back. And at the end of this race, I should have it back to 4.99. I'm surprised, Tim, that there's not more Australians and New Zealanders in this split that I'm in. Being that it would be that time that everyone would be on. I mean, even like I've been on since 11 o'clock this morning, 10 or 11 o'clock this morning, or whatever it was. And there was some, like, you know how you jump into the server and it puts you in with the with people in your club. Even then, there wasn't very many Australians or New Zealanders involved.
Now there's, including me, there's at least 3 Aussies in this race.
Yep. Righto. Boxing this lap. Jeez. Thomas has done a 3:46.6. Wow.
I've fought my way back to 8th.
Nice.
That's 7th just in front of me.
Okay. This is it. Last time I went up against Tim, I beat him out of the pits. But we'll see this time. Where's my guy? There he is. Oh, jeez. Well, that was no good. I freaking clipped the concrete barriers between the garages. No. No. Tim got away from me. Ooh, we managed to get away with no damage. Geez, Junior caught right up though. He's only a second behind now. Oh, 1.4. Hope to try and drive away from him. Thank you. Thanks, mate. Righto, so we're 8th. 8th position. That's all good. Good God. Wow. were.
Up seventh.
I think I'm in ninth position now. Junior is gaining. I'm about to get overtaken, I think. No, no, no. Get overtaken this time. Well, I've dropped from 7th to 10th. Hopefully I can stick behind this guy enough to get away from Harrison behind me. No cut tracks. I'm in 9th. Yeah, you know they've got a real loose setup on when they're braking hard for a corner that you're just lifting off on. And he starts to drive away from me. When I got on this morning, my license was B 2.56. Apparently, because our licenses don't go above A 4.99 anymore, um, you still gain safety rating, um, but it just it doesn't show that you're gaining anything, and you'll find that you'll have some races where you get taken out, and um, but your safety rating will stay at 4.9.
Charlotte, the last chicane, I put two of them through the chicane to go from 8th to 6th.
Oh, wicked! Nice work. So is that where you finished sixth?
Yep, finished 6th after being taken out and under the belt.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm not sure if you're aware, but once you do get to your A license and you get,
I heard you saying
oh,
that,
yep,
yeah.
yep, yeah, it just keeps adding on because it just kept adding on. And I asked the guys the question one day, and he goes, no, it just keeps adding on because I'd had like half a dozen races where I got taken out, and I should have, and I was like, why am I not losing safety rating? And they said, oh no, that's because it just keeps adding on. It's down to a race against Harrison again now. Junior went off at Arnage, and Harrison was chasing me down in the last race.
Yes, I recall. He was quick too.
Yeah,
I've gone from what plus 48 of I rating up to 1422 now, but I lost point one in safety rating.
yeah. That's the thing that really grates with me is like they'll only give you point oh 0.02 safety rating, but then they'll take one whole safety, they'll take point one of a safety rating away from you, and it's like, like it wasn't even your fault, but because they haven't built designed or coded an algorithm yet to determine who's at fault, they just issue equal amount of incident points to each player. It's it is really is the it is the worst system out there. Because if you compare it to the likes of ACC or R Factor 2, it's not even in the hunt.
It can only get better, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
And between those settings we've been working on and the ultimate now,
Yep,
man, I feel like I'm able to push that car so much harder and trust that I can save it if it starts to step.
yep. And I'm the same even with the Mini. Like I can catch slides. I know that the car's going to slide before it actually slides.
Yeah.
And I've been turning the force feedback down too. Gradually backing it off, backing it off, backing it off. But I find um, that weight helps me pick up when the car's on the raggedy edge. So I don't want to turn it down too much, or I'll lose that feeling of, oh yeah, the weight, and then all of a sudden it's gone.
All right, but I'm going to jump off and go and cook some dinner.
Righto.
Maybe see you a bit later, but you may be up for dinner too.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're going out for dinner. But if you don't see me back on tonight, you'll know that we went out for dinner.
Too easy, mate. All right, good
Alrighty.
luck in your racing there.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yep, we've only got 8.5 minutes to go, so it's about 3 more laps.
All right, I'll keep it together. See you soon.
All right, mate. Talk to you later. Bye. Ah, yes. Well, that's unfortunate for Harrison. That gives me a little bit of breathing space. I don't know who you are, but if you can, please use Google Translate so that I can read what you're saying in English. Alright. But from the general gist of what you're typing in the chat, I'm suggesting that you're a bot and not a real person. I'll apologise if I'm wrong. It's not German, I know that much for sure. Where are you from? I asked you where you were from, mate. Please. What country are you from? Oh, where did he go? disappeared. English, please. Maybe Russian, eh? That was close. This will be the last lap. Yeah, you're not a human. You're a bot. I would suggest that this YouTube channel is not for you if you don't know what it's about. It's pretty obvious. If you wanted me to talk to you, then you would know more about what I do. Alright, there we go. And that's another top 10 finish. Nail biter right to the end there. The other reason for doing a cool down lap is because it adds to your safety rating. This all counts towards my safety rating. Oh well, that's all for today. I'm going to end the stream there. Oh, actually, we'll end the stream when we get back to the pits and we see the results. I wonder if we can we go to there, we go to docs. There we go. Docs, chat. Is it going to come back with... Nah, still there. Go away, please. Whatever it is that you're wanting to sell or want from me, I'm not interested. And there we go. That is the end of the race. Yeah. Righto, let's go and have a look and see what the results are for this race. 3.6 on the safety rating, so we're closing in on it. I was hoping for a lot more than that, given the fact that I had no incident points, but it is what it is. Nice little healthy I rating gain. Strength of field was 1.85. Average lap time of 351.111. 2 lead changes. So, Thomas got the win. Who had the highest I rating gain? Looks like Hiroaki got the most I rating there with 52, and Aaron lost the most with 99. So he will be unhappy about that. So there you go. Thanks very much to those who tuned in, and I will see you on the next stream.